faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Once again, dear devotees, I thank everyone for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call today. Now, let's move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined?
हरे कृष्ण सुंदरांगी राधा माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय, प्रीतिदासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट। हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna, Priti Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for your wonderful education. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna Sundarangi Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj and Gauranga. My humble obeisance to all the assembled devotees on the call. This is Harita from Missouri City, Texas, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Harita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for your wonderful education. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sundarangi Radha Mataji, all glories Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Raleigh. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call every day and giving your association to us. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Sundarangi Radha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Kandarvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Happy Ekadasi to you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for all your wonderful services. Thank you so much, Mataji, for wishing us Ekadasi. Thank you. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is there anyone else who would like to introduce themselves?
Taji Prabhuji is there. I will start the recording.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam. My name is Jai Gauranga Das from New York. All glories to Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Jai Gaurang Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your wonderful association and welcome to the call, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Today we are so fortunate to have His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhu to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. And today's topic is Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 12th chapter and text number 16. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your valuable time and association to us. Welcome to the call, Prabhu. Whenever ready, please take over the call, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 12, text number 16, the Mohini Murti incarnation. This is 8, 12, 16, Mohini Murti incarnation. Bewilders Lord Shiva. Tatte aham darshayishyami didriksho surasattama kaminam bahumantavyam sankalpa prabodhyayam. So, but the word meaning tata, that, they, unto you, aham, I, darshayishyami, shall show, didiksho, desirous of seeing, surasattama, best of the demigods, kaminam, of persons who are very lusty, bahu, very much, mantavyam, an object of adoration, sankalpa, lusty desires, prabhava, udyama, causing to be strongly aroused. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Best of the demigods, I shall now show you my form that is very much appreciated by those who are lusty. Since you want to see that form, I shall reveal it in your presence. Purport. Lord Shiva's desire to see Lord Vishnu reveal the most attractive and beautiful form of a woman was certainly a joking affair. Lord Shiva knew that he could not be agitated by any so-called beautiful woman. The Daityas may have been bewildered, he thought, but since even the demigod could not be agitated, what to speak of me, who am the best of all demigods? However, because Lord Shiva wanted to see Lord Vishnu's form as a woman, Lord Vishnu decided to impersonate a woman and show him a form that would immediately put him in an ocean of lusty desires. In effect, therefore, Lord Vishnu told Lord Shiva, I will show you my form as a woman, and if you become agitated by lusty desires, do not blame me. The attractive features of a woman are not appreciated by those who are affected by lusty desires, but those who are above such desires, who are on the platform of Krishna consciousness, are very difficult to bewilder. Nonetheless, by the supreme desire of the personality of Godhead, everything can be done. This was to be a test of whether Lord Shiva could remain unagitated. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnana-janashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So this about 8th canto, few words, and then we will discuss on this topic. So quite unusual. I made some notes this time. I wanted to share. Last time I promised that I will make some notes, so not to confuse you so much with the technical things. But this is not so technical, but some simple valuable things from the 8th canto, which in general we need to understand what exactly we are going to learn from this canto. So Srimad Bhagavatam, it's a living scripture. It's a person. Bhagavatam is a person. And how we approach Bhagavatam, he reveals accordingly. If we treat Bhagavatam as a person, he will reveal everything in a personal way. Even because impersonalists also read Bhagavatam, but they don't treat Bhagavatam as a person. For them, nothing is a person only. So that's why they don't understand anything much. They hardly understand. So here, according to our acharyas and Padma Puran, it is compared to Krishna's divine body. And in that, the 7th and 8th cantos are the hands of Krishna. So it's not just a book, it's Krishna Sudama Pagate Dharma Jnana Dibisaha Kalau Nashta Drishamesham Puranarko Dunodata. It's a direct manifestation of Krishna in this form. So, like now, this 7th and 8th canto which we are discussing, it is Krishna's hands. Now, what are the functions of the hand? Functions of the hand is to give and to take. Now, this canto reflect both aspect of divine interaction. How Lord is giving and how Lord is taking, and how Lord is protecting also. Because hands, another function of hand is to protect, to give, to take, protect also. Give and take. Now here 7th canto talks about divine protection of Lord. So Krishna protects his devotees, Prahlad Maharaj, how Narsindeh came. So devotees surrender after that. Like all the demigods, he protected from Hiranyakashipu. Prahlad, he protected from Hiranyakashipu. So basically that canto is explaining how Krishna protects. And when we take the first section of 8th canto is also continuation of that theme of Krishna's protection, where he protects Gajendra. So continuation of the protection theme. Now in the 8th canto, Krishna is giving and taking. Krishna gives and takes with his own hands. So and giving is the culmination in the 8th, the churning of ocean of milk, where he is personally giving the nectar, right? Now, churning of Vaishnava, Krishna takes from the demons and gives to the devatas. Both he is doing at a time. So it is demonstrating the divine justice and grace also. So Lord is doing proper justice and is showing his mercy. And protection and provision are intertwined. So when Lord is protecting or he is taking, providing, both are having connection. So they are protecting from the pride by taking, and by giving he's also there is also giving in that. So here Lord is called Hari, the divine thief, one who takes away everything. So from the story of Bali Maharaj, he's taking and he's giving to Indra. And in the ocean of churning of milk, he's taking from the demons and giving to the devatas. So Krishna, when Bali Maharaj case, he asked for 3 steps. Bali offers and Krishna takes away everything. And but it's a blessing for Bali Maharaj, right? Because he took away everything, but he gave him more than what is, means he gave the real thing. So receiving from Krishna, Krishna gives abundantly, but also takes to purify. So what is required from us is to simply surrender, have faith in his will. So this is the most important thing, because when Krishna does something, we should know that it is good for me, even if he's taking also, giving also, which is very difficult ultimately. So through minimal effort, we receive everything necessary. What is that minimal effort? We just have to accept his will, surrender. And so 7th and 8th canto reveals Krishna's hands in action, and Srimad Bhagavatam is a living guide to divine relationship. And now in this ocean of churning of milk, which it continued till here. Krishna makes the process. Everything we receive ultimately come from him only. So this story helps us to understand all gains are Krishna's gifts and all losses stem from pride. So we are gaining because of Krishna's mercy. But when it comes, when we are losing because of our pride only. That is not Krishna there. Because Indra, he lost everything. What is the cause? Cause is because of his pride. Pride in his wealth and position. And Krishna responded. When we think that, oh, it's all because of me only, Krishna says, really? Let me also see. So you think you have achieved this? Like, why he is not giving us opulence of Indra? For Indra, as soon as he got the opulence, he became proud and he actually got affected. And it will happen to us also. That's why Krishna is not giving. He knows how we will be affected by it. So Indra's story is our story only. Even a little success makes us proud, but Krishna gently reminds us who the real giver is. So now the nature of pride. Pride leads to insulting others. And it makes a person, it is the reason for causing pain to others. And there is also humiliating behavior. Our behavior may be humiliating others. So English, there is a proverb which says pride goes before a fall. A fight comes before fall, right? So pride is not just a feeling. It's a force that harms others. It blinds us and isolates us. Like if we see that false ego is the source of all violence, pain, or suffering, it's all because of this false ego only. So pride guarantees we will hurt others. Now, if we see in our life, we all have received or inflicted, some every wound we receive or inflict can be traced to false ego. Pride is the source of all inflict. So, like, because there are some people, we also got hurt. When we see the person who hurt us, what is the main reason behind it? The main reason is because that person may be proud because of his power, his position, or his achievements. So because of these three things, his power, he may be in a superior position. That is the reason he is hurting us. Like my children are there, my people who are under me are there. Then I may use my power on them. My subordinates are there, my maid in the house is there, or my somebody, my counsel is there. I have power over them. So there is, if I am proud and controlling them, then there is always a chance of violence. There's always a chance of hurting them, right? And then position also, if I am given an administrative role and no, I am the manager, then you have so many people to hurt. And then there is achievement. And I have achieved something which none of them did, or I am better than few of the people around me I have achieved. Immediately it causes pride, and then we start hurting, we start finding faults, and we look down upon others, we become judgmental. So pride and harm go in hand, right? If I am proud, so this is actually what we have to check. If somebody is getting hurt because of us, that means those who hurt for us, we can say they are proud. So humility versus pride, if we see, humility is a determination not to hurt. Pride is a determination to hurt. So no one loves a proud person except themselves. And humility is not weakness, it is a strength to protect others from our own ego. That is actually humility. Now, when Krishna is telling ahimsa paramo dharma, of course, this is there in the Shastras only. Vedic truth says ahimsa is the highest dharma. Why we are discussing on this pride aspect? Because that is the reason we are losing things. Krishna is giving, everything is given by Krishna. Whatever we are losing is because of our pride only. So himsa is a desire to hurt. Ahimsa is refusal to cause pain, and karma ensures pain returns to one who causes it. So this is for sure. People, they, like I was sitting in Samadhi Mandir of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, I was chanting. So some two Matajis, they also came chanting, and there was one more, some sadhu was there. So one woman was asking him, "Arey, some people hurt me, and I see them that they are very successful and prosperous. Why is it happening? They are doing all wrong and they are growing nicely." No, actually, it does not happen like that. Because law of karma is simple. Hurt others and you will be hurt. Ahimsa is the path of peace and purity. Now, true dharma, ultimate dharma is love God. Savai pumsam paro dharma, right? So, and social dharma is not hurting others. So pride makes this impossible. So here, this is the main reason that is there. So now, another important, we cannot love God or others if we are proud. Proud blocks love. Humility opens our heart. So pride deceives us into thinking we have achieved something, but real achievement is humility only. So Krishna gives everything and takes away pride. Now, Indra's pride and fall, if we see, Indra became proud of his heavenly opulence. He thought, I don't depend on anyone. So when Durvas Muni gave him a garland, he gave it to the elephant. And then Krishna, Indra fell. So Indra's pride made him forget the source of his power. So now what happened is his disrespect toward Durvas Muni was the turning point. He lost everything. So pride cannot be hidden also. So pride always reveals itself. If we are proud, even disguised as humility, it emerges. I may pretend to be humble. So pride leads to losses both materially and spiritually also. So to prevent what we have, we must be humble. So no matter how cleverly we try to disguise pride, it leaks out. Humility is only the shield that protects our blessings. So we are all receiving blessings of Prabhupada. So forgetting Krishna in good times. So Indra again, after losing everything, he starts remembering Krishna. So then he says, please help me, deliver me. Now here interesting thing happens is, when he turned to Krishna, he gives a very interesting advice. He says, to regain strength, you must you must form an alliance with the demons. Now, this is an important thing. So the reason what happened is Krishna gave, Indra became proud, he lost everything. Now he goes to Krishna. Krishna says, I'll give again. But now Krishna does not give very easily. Because what Krishna's advice to Indra was shocking but wise, because humility and cooperation are path. It is actually path to restoration of humility. So, sorry. Cooperation. So we'll try to understand, like karma and the loss of like power may linger due to past merits. That means a person may have some power because of his past karma. But when he commits offenses, so it guarantee eventually there will be loss. Karma ensures that pain returns to the source. That is, so, and Krishna teaches. Krishna does not give instantly when Indra comes, he says, I want. he teaches how to earn it now. So Srila Prabhupada says that Krishna did not tell Arjuna to sit and smoke ganja, no, I will fight. No. Krishna want Arjuna to fight. That means Krishna want us to earn what he is giving also. So action is required. Then only the grace will flow. So Krishna don't want to give it like that. He wants us to make an effort. Ultimately, he only gives, but he wants to see our effort properly. So Krishna's mercy, that's why it is not passive. He guides us to act, to grow, and to earn what we seek through dharma and to the path of humility. So Krishna tells, okay, you make peace with the demons. Now, why this is important? So Krishna asks us to work. Now, because from cooperation means humility. So Krishna is telling you cooperate from I to we. So it's not a very simple, some trivial advice of Krishna. Krishna never gives any ordinary advice. His guidance is always purposeful and profound. He teaches through paradox and challenges. Like Krishna's instructions often define our expectations. So they are designed to transform us, not to just solve the problem. He don't want, when Indra came, demons have occupied and no, they have taken away. Krishna did not just solve the problem. He wanted to change Indra also. So, like he said, you cooperate with demons. So Krishna's advice the demons to align with the demons, demigods to demons, to teach them humility, because pride was the cause of their fall, like that, right? So now here, what is real humility? Not just sitting in a corner and not declaring oneself humble. True humility is work with others, even enemies also. Humility is tested in relationships. So I cannot yield, I cannot listen. This is where real humility lives. So sometimes there is illusion of cooperation. What is illusion of cooperation? I am ready to cooperate if everyone agrees with me. This is not cooperation, it is control. Cooperation means I am not the center, then only it is cooperation. So Prabhupada said you cooperate. So cooperate means we should put Prabhupada in the center and then we work together. Or put Krishna in the center and work together. Then only it happens. So why is cooperation harder? Because it demands surrender. It requires giving up preferences, ego, control, but it is the only way to go together. That is where humility comes. So it requires giving up preferences, ego, and control, right? So this is, I'm just starting today's topic. I just wanted to take this topic. So the ego resists yielding, but spiritual progress begins when we stop insulting on our own way. Prabhupada says, even donkeys sing songs. The ego sings, I. But real growth begins when we silence this song of I. So our ego is poetic. It always wants to be heard. But Krishna wants us to sing a different tune, that is we tune. Our ego is singing I tune, and it is very nice for us. So I to we. So cooperation or collaboration transforms I to we. It is not about losing identity. It is about shared purpose. So it's not that, if I do according to others, no. We are sharing the purpose, not our ego. So Krishna advises make alliance with the demons, and spiritual life is not an isolation. It's an integration. I will be separated from all and I will just do whatever I want. So it's not like that. We have to integrate. Even with those whom we dislike also, sometimes we may have to integrate. Sometimes it may be wife or husband or some other person in the community. We may have to work sometime. So Even if you dislike also, Krishna tells, because that is the path of humility. Krishna's wisdom is non-trivial. So, this is now collaboration dissolves our ego. I becomes we, and that is the advice Lord is given. So now, what is the deep meaning of Krishna's advice is second level of understanding is, so first level is humility. Now here one more understanding of why Krishna is telling Indra that he should work with the demons. He says that one is because he is, first reason what we discuss is he became, Krishna gave everything, he became proud, that's why he lost. Now the again when he went to Krishna, Krishna says now you earn. How you earn? You develop humility. And how you develop humility? You work with the demons, cooperate with them. In that way your ego is melted and then there is humility comes. Now another thing is that use everything we have in service to Krishna. So even our lower nature must be engaged. So here if you see, Bhagavatam reveals multiple layers of meaning. Adi Bhautika, Adhyatmika, Adi Daivika. So Krishna's advice is multidimensional. It teaches us to spiritualize every aspect of our being. So here in the milk ocean, this portion of churning of milk, he says the churning our inner struggle, the nectar amrita is immortality, and the quest is the transformation of consciousness. So what we are doing, we are churning. That means we are struggling. What ultimately I want to achieve? I want to achieve the immortality. And now the quest, what immediately I want is that there should be a transformation of consciousness, right? Now, this story is not just some cosmic, it is personal also. So we are churning our nature to find an eternal life. Now the demons are also in our heart and demigods are also in our heart. Both we are engaging in Krishna's service to please Krishna. Even the lower nature should also be engaged in Krishna's service. So the search for immortality, everyone seeks immortality. Some look in farmers says, others in scriptures. So we are all searching for immortality. How do we know that we are all searching for immortality? To different ways anyway. We'll not go that point, but real immortality, the state of consciousness beyond that. If you remember last to last class, I have discussed that we are dying because our consciousness is not proper. Death is the consequence of our consciousness. If I change my consciousness into a proper state, then I will never die. Because I am always defiling my consciousness, that's why I am getting death. So we have to change our consciousness. So here, death is a natural outcome of our current mental state. We discussed this. Amrita is a state where death is no longer necessary. Our mind, what is happening is, we are not liking what we are doing. We think I should have done in a better way. I should have done in a better way. So because we are always in that state, that our mind says, no, this is not correct. I want another chance. I want another chance. So that's why we get a death, so that you get another chance. But if I do an activity with full consciousness and I do a best way that possible, the best consciousness is Krishna conscious. So if I do an activity with full Krishna consciousness, then my mind is completely satisfied. I don't want to redo it. So then your mind is good. Again, another activity, full consciousness for pleasure of Krishna, let Krishna be satisfied. Mind is satisfied. So we are protecting our mind from thinking, I didn't do better, let me do in a better way. So then there is no death only, right? You remember this, we have discussed elaborately. So the death is because our mind is always wanting a second chance. This is okay, second chance, take another life. So Amrita is a state where death. So now engaging in the demoniac nature, demoniac traces, that is mode of passion and ignorance. If not engaged in Krishna's service, they will destroy us. So even lower nature can be spiritualized. So we all have demonic tendency. The key is not denial, but conscious engagement in Krishna's service. So so we cannot say we are purely in Sattva. Imitation of higher levels leads to frustration. I say. So we all have Rajoguna and Tamoguna. We are affected by it. So real services use what we truly have. So I cannot sit and become a Babaji in Radha Kund chant 24 hours a day. So if I imitate it, I'll be in trouble. I'll be frustrated. I know I cannot stay in Radha Kund and chant 24 hours a day. So better wherever I am, I have some Rajoguna, I have Tamoguna. Let me engage in Krishna service, slowly purify, and then come to a stage where I can sit and chant 24 hours. So spiritual progress begins with honesty, using our actual nature, not our imagined one in Krishna's service. So bhakti is actually a universal path. So Krishna says even those born in the sinful wombs can attain bhakti. Suchinam Srimata, sorry, he says that Striyo Vaishyas Tada Sudra Tepiyanti Paramgati. Epesha Papayoneha. So Srila Prabhupada says humility opens the door to devotion. So pride in higher birth blocks spiritual progress. So anyway, so I wanted to share few things about how Lord Shiva's this aspect which we are supposed to discuss today. So here this I wanted to share about how uh, to control this lust even at that level. I will just tell two important points which Prabhupada is trying to explain in the purport here. So he says very important thing that the attractive feature of women are appreciated by those who are affected by lusty desires, but those who are above such desires, who are on the platform of Krishna consciousness, are very difficult to be bewildered. Now, the point is there is a strong tendency to enjoy. There is strong Swami Bhava. So that is the reason we are affected. So the lust is so strong in a person. He want to lord it over. He want to lord it over. He want to be the boss. Now, what happens? This is there in the young people so much. It starts for boys maybe 12, 13, 14, and by that 20, 25, it is so heavy for them. Now, what happens is when a boy gets married and he gets the first child, till that time his lust is so high. Once he gets the first child and he takes the child in his hand, and immediately the desire comes from his heart because he feels that he is my child. So he gets a desire, and the desire, as soon as the child sees the child in the hand, he gets a desire. I want to serve this child. So this is the desire that boy who became a father just now he gets. And as soon as he gets the desire in the heart, I want to serve, his lust will reduce very drastically for most of the people. Exceptions will not count. But Why it happened? Because as soon as we get a desire to serve, the lust reduces. So here also, why a person in Krishna conscious is not affected by lusty desires, the main reason is heart is getting a desire to serve. When we get a desire to serve, heart feels satisfaction in that. If we are consciously, we really from the heart feel to serve, then we start feeling that satisfaction. And that is actually what reduces. Like, we have seen like some people after 2, 3 children, they're very peaceful, quiet. They go to office, come to home, they are peaceful, reading their newspaper. Now they may be watching the mobile, and then they are cool. Now, but a young boy like in 20s, he is so much disturbed. Why he is disturbed? Because his heart is not satisfied, because there is no desire to serve. This person who comes to office, he is in the office, he knows I have my wife and children, I have to serve them. And then he goes home, he knows, okay, my children are there. He feels the responsibility of the children. He knows I have to earn and to make them feed and give them proper clothes, shelter, and educate them and settle them. All these things are in his mind. That means the desire to serve is there. It is actually reducing for his desire to enjoy the lust. So that it is happening normally also. But if a person, he is getting a desire to serve Krishna, so this is the highest thing. How much the heart will be satisfied, because that is the highest dharma we are doing. Just by doing the material dharma only, if a person can handle, so what to speak of the highest dharma? So that is actually what the Shastras are telling. So now we have to work on controlling our mind. So usually when people understand that they have to, because this lust is there, and no, we are so much into controlling, know how to so much. It is Krishna says, Nigraham kim karishyasi. Are, you are so much trying to hold. How can you do it? So what can suppression accomplish? Krishna is telling. So he says, if you have some drive or some strong desire and try to just kind of suppress it, the energy of the desire is still there. And uh, it is suppressed somewhere, and it comes in a different way. So, like in the old age, people develop Parkinson disease because they have suppressed anger. So, it is said that the reason is this is suppressed anger or suppressed, somebody so much suppressed by their uh, husband or wife. So, this type of diseases are very like. I'm not telling all of them are like that, but most of the reason, like this is the reason the doctors also tell. This is because suppression of emotions is leading to Parkinson disease, whatever they have developed. So when a person becomes old, but mind is not strong enough, so all the energy just manifest, and a person start to tremble at that time. So because this is energy, it's not gone anywhere. So it's still there, and previously mind was strong, but when person becomes old, he is no more strong. So it affects. So suppression means basically that you have certain desires, certain drive, certain emotions, and which is there in the mind, and it cannot manifest. It becomes some social reasons, because of whatever reasons. So, and we are living in some environment, and it is, and we are suppressing it, but it's not really solving the problem. Just externally behaving in a certain way, and if it is not there, so what happens? Lust is there. Lust is there in a suppressed form. So what happens? if there is suppressed form, instead of being eradicated or being kind of killed, it gains energy. And sometimes it is there in a suppressed form, and after many years it just comes out in a very ugly form. So that's why we hear about Saubari Muni. He was practicing breath control totally. His mind was actually under control to a certain extent. But we just see that little incident of some fishes meeting each other. Immediately the whole ugly desire they came out. He came out and he was a strong celibate for long year. He came out of it and then he immediately married 50 princesses. He got 50 wives. Now can you imagine how much he suppressed? Normally he might have married only one woman if he directly went. But he suppressed, and it came out, it came into 50 times stronger than the regular ones. So he regretted afterwards, but it was too late. So one policy is that these desires are impulses, these vegas, the forces which are there in our mind, is just try to suppress them. So another policy is to completely more healthy is to control them, not to suppress them. So the difference between the control and suppression is that when people hear control, they think of it suppression only, but it is not the same. Control means that we bring all the vegas, all these impulses which are there in the mind, all these pushings, all these cravings in our conscious state, in the realm of our consciousness. So that's actually what Krishna is telling Indra also. You, when he is telling you cooperate with the demons, so he's telling at a different level for us that instruction that you have these conditionings, you have to bring them to a conscious level. So the realm of our awareness, and we deal with them because at present moment, most of this craving and things, they are in a subconscious, in our subconscious mind. So we deal with them be aware of them and not afraid of them. So now I know, okay, I have this desire. I should not run away. I should try to face it. Okay, I have it. What is this? How should I deal with it? So I am getting this desire of having a what do you say, nice villa in some hill station. So now we have to start. No, I should not have such desire. No, you have a desire, you have to think about it, be conscious about it. Okay, this is there, why it is there, what is it? So then what happens? Then you want to control that desire, not suppress it. You have to face, okay, I am this. I can say that I am a devotee, but I have some desires like this. Okay, I want to eat certain items. I want to do some, what is this, scuba diving or some skiing or some something. So you have such desires. So what is, no, I'll suppress. And it's not that you should go and do also. No, that is also not correct. We have to know that we have to be conscious. So we should very clear and very scientific and very honest about it. That everyone has this. As long as we have some material body, there will be some problem, some desires which we carry from previous lives. There is nothing wrong with it. Because when brahmachari goes to Prabhupada and said, Prabhupada, I don't have lust. Prabhupada said, maybe you should go to a doctor. What's wrong with you? So Prabhupada said to him, if you have a body, if you have mind, there will be some desire. Some lust is always there. It's fine. But deal with it in a very honest way. Because if we are trying to avoid it, trying to pretend, no, it's not there, because feeling ashamed and guilty about it, and it will only make it stronger. It's not because everybody has. If we bring it into a realm of consciousness, it immediately will become weaker. It's only as strong as we make it strong, as strong as we are afraid of it, and have all kinds of strange concepts and understanding of it. So we should try to be very much aware of it. This awareness is it is using our intelligence and buddhi. So our mind, intelligence, buddhi. So conscious mind aware, what happens is when we bring something to a conscious level, it start digesting. So the mental it will get an ability to digest mental digestion. Like say, I'll give an example, like some small child. Now he's afraid of going into a room. So then what mother does? Come with me, I will show you. Child will say, no, I'll not go into that room. I am afraid, I am afraid. Then the mother will hold the child. Don't be afraid. I am there now. I will take you. And she takes into the room and then she shows, see, there is nothing in the room. It's chair only, it's table only. Everything is fine in this room. And then what happens? The child becomes conscious. He say, yeah, really, why I should be afraid of this room? Or sometimes like child, they want to, initially they're going to school, they're very much afraid going to school. So mother also comes there. So when the child becomes conscious, then his fear reduces. Similarly with our conditioning also, there are so many in a so subtle way. And because we are not hiding onto it, we are not accepting this, we are not bringing it into conscious realm, we are afraid of it. So buddhi or conscious mind, so it's the ability in our mental body to digest certain things. So if you want to get rid of something, the way to get rid of this is to process it with the conscious mind, with buddhi. So it's not processed by the conscious mind, it remains somewhere in the subconscious. And all of a sudden, the moment when we are less expected, it just jumps out. It overwhelms us and makes us crazy from some time. So that's why we see some people acting, Arey, he was very nice person. Why did he act like that? Yeah, because he was suppressing. And then we regret. And this is actually what happens. And then people go to psychiatrist and and they go to psychoanalysis. So what is the mechanism behind psychoanalysis? The therapist, what is trying to get something like say, I'm afraid of cockroaches. So, or somebody is afraid of spider. Or it is said that Napoleon is afraid of cat. Why he got afraid of cat? So when he was very small, that time what happened is uh, the 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 nanny who was taking care of Napoleon, she went somewhere and suddenly cat jumped on him. He was very small. He became so scared, and that trauma of the cat, it remained till the end of his life. And the last war which he got defeated, how he got defeated is the opposite army general from Britain, somewhere, I forgot his name. He knows that he's afraid of cats. So what he did, he took 60 cats and he tied in front of the army. He kept in front of the army the 60 cats. As soon as Napoleon saw the cats, he said, I am not going to fight, you all fight, and he went to the tent. And because he was not there, they got defeated and he was arrested. That was the end of his career. Now the point is like say I'm afraid of spider or something. So psychoanalysis, what they do, they take me into hypnotic regression, and then they make me go through the incident where I got fearful of the cockroach or spider something. Suddenly now I'm looking at myself looking at a cockroach, Cockroach came, sat on my hand when I was very small, and it was so huge and it was like big dinosaurs for me. And now, but now I saw it consciously. That time as small child, we are unconscious. We are in an emotional state. Now I'm seeing it consciously. I say, oh, cockroach, what is the problem? It's okay. So then he comes back to the present state. Now the fear of that cockroach is gone because he was conscious about it. Like that. So when we bring our conditioning, okay, I'm envious. So now, if I see some person, I am envious. Now, what I try to do, I try to suppress it. I am not envious. I suppress, I suppress. No, I should accept, yes, I am envious of this person. Why am I envious? What makes me envious of him? What should I do not to be envious of him? So we have to consciously work on it. Then we can come out of it, not to suppress. Like so we bring it to a conscious. So some trauma, some pain is there. So that this hypnotic, they bring them to uh, proper state, the fears and everything. So in a realistic state. So now like the body has a digestive fire. Similarly, our mind also has a digestive ability. So which digests the food and turns the food into energy. So into the building blocks of the energy, right? And completely transformed into something useful. So the same stuff, there is a so it's a long process. So ultimately all depends on fire of digestion. In the same way, the fire of intelligence, the awareness, that's why we have to make our buddhi strong. We have to be very strong with all the, what do you say, with our abilities and all. So the fire is very important to digest our experiences in the life. So we constantly bombarded with different experience by different impulses from outside. So it happens at regular uh, basis. So that's why it is said that in the night we have to take rest, between 10 and 2 is the best time to take rest. That is the time when the digestion of our buddhi, the intelligence, the thoughts and experiences which we had, they get completely digested that time properly. Like food also get digested that time nicely in the stomach. And whatever experience I had in the whole day, they also get digested very nicely. And then unwanted food which is there, they go away. Similarly, unwanted experiences which you got that day, that will go away. That's why the best time to sleep is between 10 and 2. That's all. So I will just summarize what we have discussed till now. So we were discussing how the eighth canto is the whole Bhagavatam is actually the personal form of Lord. It's a person. Then we discussed when it's a form of Lord and it's Mohini Murti also. So then we discussed how eighth and seventh and eighth cantos are hands. The purpose of hand is to protect and to give and take. So protection is in the seventh canto, where Krishna is protecting demigods, Prahlad Maharaj. And eighth, even Gajendra also is protecting. So eighth canto continues with taking and giving. So he takes from Bali Maharaj, gives to demigods in ocean of churning. Sorry, he takes from, and he takes from demons and gives to the devotee. So ultimately the giving person is Krishna only. But then we become proud, we lose everything. And that's actually what happened to Indra. Now when Indra goes to Krishna and say, ask again, give me, Krishna does not give directly. He says, okay, now you are to earn. How to earn? Earn with humility. And how that humility comes? In cooperation. And with whom he has to cooperate? He has to cooperate with demons. So Krishna is teaching that, okay, now you develop the quality of humility. You should be ready to work with these people also. So then Indra works, cooperates, develops that humility to gain. Another point we discussed is the purpose why Krishna told to engage demons is we should engage all our lower nature also in Krishna's service. We have Rajoguna and Tamoguna. We cannot imitate Sattuguna. We have to engage whatever we have the tendencies in Krishna's service and get purified. So that is the two lessons. Then we discussed the how our desire to enjoy is changed. When we get a desire to serve, then we'll be able to overcome the lusty desire. So I gave the example like boy, when he becomes father, he takes the child in his hand, he develops a desire that, oh, let me serve him, his lust reduces. Like so, and then anyway, then we discussed how we should not suppress this desire, but we have to bring it to a conscious level and try to work on it. So, okay, thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the beautiful class, Prabhuji. Many points where we have to meditate upon how, how actually what is pride and how we are trying to keep not show our pride, but pride automatically comes even though you are showing the humility, covering with the humility and trying to be prideless, but it will just come up like pride is like that. It will show up like what you said is very nice. And the other interesting thing that I like is like, okay, I will cooperate with you if you, take my my guidance, or you are okay with whatever I say, I can cooperate to you. So this one I was very it is very, I mean, I would easily able to relate to it. So this is what happens with anyone. I mean, like when there is no proper cooperation, it's very difficult to deal with. But as you said, like instead of like saying that I will not go and work with them, but true devotee or true testing happens when you work with them, and then that's when the all the anarthas that pops up, and then we correct them by working with a group of people even though we are not comfortable with them. That's the real thing where we can please to Krishna. That was very nice, Prabhuji. So many beautiful points. Can you please share the notes, Prabhu, how you were talking about the Hari, that he takes away, the Lord takes away and Lord gives to the devotees when needed, and all the information that you shared in that document was very, very nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
I'll
Very
post,
grateful.
I'll share with you.
Yeah, very grateful to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Any questions, any realizations, please go ahead. Yeah.
I can go for Aarti, Damodar Ashtakam. No questions.
Yeah, now the timings changed, right, Prabhuji? Yeah, it's early for you now. Yes, yes. Okay.
I know it's late. Previously it was 4:50. Now it is 5:50.
Oh, it's late now. It's late. Okay, okay.
Yeah, no
Okay.
questions, we'll end the
Yeah,
class.
yeah. Harita
Yeah,
Mataji
Hare
is
Krishna
saying thank you for the
Prabhuji.
beautiful
Yeah,
class and very insightful class. So many things to learn. Your classes are so practical. Yes, Prabhuji, I wanted to tell this about consciousness that you are talking. You gave many examples of consciousness, like where, especially that if you know there is a cockroach, then you may not get scared. Suddenly, if you see the cockroach there, and then you get scared. Even like if somebody is hitting you, you know that person is going to hit me, and then like I'm okay with that hit that person is going to give it to me. But suddenly, if somebody comes and slap at me, I'm like, oh, what is this? It's like the consciousness, the way you gave this practical examples. Those are very nice, especially for the child to know when they get scared. All this information was so nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Very, very beautiful, beautiful class. Yes, Vali Mataji, please go ahead.
yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. Even I was a little confused with the timings today. I came early and again I did some Tulasi Puja today. So this is evening time for us, Shira Devata and everything. So I just joined a little late, but Maharaj classes are so wonderful with all the practical examples, mainly when the fear happens in the age of kids, that will remain in the minds even if we go adults also. So how to come out of that fear, and the surroundings also, how it will be helpful, and mainly the diseases, how they are caused because of the suppression of any desires or any emotions. That is very wonderful, Prabhuji, because always we feel that this problems like health issues are only because of something from outside, but what we create from inside, that gives more effect on the skin and also the blood flow. That's what actually right now I'm in an Ayurvedic clinic in Kerala. They are also treating in the Prakritic way. So all the leaves and how, because God gave the diseases and also He gave the cure also around us in the shape of these vines and leaves. So that is very nice how they are using the oils and to get out of that. It forms in the form in layers and layers and layers within ourselves. That's what they are saying. Each layer we have to rub it away. Like a memory forms in layers, the diseases also forms in layers. And when we are out of that strength to control, it will pop up into a major medical condition. Yeah. Very nice, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, who's ever asked that it is there on YouTube on Bhakti Sangha. I shared the link. Yes, all the classes that you see on this group will be on Bhakti Sangha YouTube. I shared the link for today's class. Thank you for that. Yeah. Okay, Prabhuji, if nobody has any questions, I would like to offer my obeisances to you and all the Vaishnavas assembled on the call. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhu bhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhuji ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Lord Pranam.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu,
Krishna.
for such
Thank you so much.
practical
Thank you
class.
so
We could
much.
totally relate to it. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you.